Hello there everybody, this is Graham, son as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers Beast Wars review. And this is probably my favourite Transmetal that they actually produced. It is Transmetal Tarantulas, and it is a classic figure. It is actually probably definitely the best one they actually made. Now, this guy, let's talk about him on the TV show. There are certain characters on that TV show that really made the TV show really great, and Tarantulas was one of them. He was such a great character all the way to the end, and to the end when he eventually did get killed. But yeah, he was just great. And I think my favourite episode of Beast Wars is probably Aftermath, and I think that's where we first see Tarantulas in his transmetal body, and it's just really good. I just cannot rate that programme high enough, because that was just fantastic, and they really did get me back into Transformers back in the very late 90s. And unlike say Rat Trap, where the figure is okay, it was just really strange how it didn't look like it did on the actual TV show. It was a bit of a strange with the backpack and that. This guy looks exactly the same, transforms really well, and just looks how he did on the TV show. And you cannot fault it like that. And what I did notice as well, I thought this guy was supposed to sort of like stand up on his legs, but he doesn't need it, because he's got the weird wheel underneath. I don't know if it's going to show up in that light. Which he's going to use for his alt mode, but you can balance it on that and then put the legs at a slight angle to give him a sort of like a tilted look like that, which most spiders have. So it actually looks like then he is perched off the ground, and that works absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I really do like that. So I'm just looking, there's a couple of holes there. I'm not there for. Anyway, yeah, that's possible. But it's a fantastic spider mode. I love the legs. Everything about it just looks spider. It just looks blooming great, especially when you look back at Generation 1. I don't actually remember getting any spider-type Transformers, which is a bit strange, because everybody loves to hate spiders. I mean, I can't stand spiders. I hate them with a passion. But toy spiders like this, there's something about them which is just fantastic. And this guy, I mean, he just look at him, he's brilliant. I love all the different bits that he's got on him. The luckily on mine, the gold chrome hasn't started flaking yet. I'm sure I'll give it time and enough scratches that will come straight off. That weapon is a bit annoying. It doesn't really want to stay there. I like the weird. What's that bit on the back of a spider called? Is it abdomen? Yeah, I think it could be. That is obviously going to become the wheel in vehicle mode, but for now it just serves a good purpose. And I like the exhausts there just hanging off, even though he's not actually in motorbike mode. Just they're there. I just love it. I just think it's brilliant. And if you can track this guy down, do. He does come, actually no, I've got 3 different versions of this guy. I've got this one, I've got a mint on the card American version, because that's the one I really wanted. And then I did get, I think it was like a Fox Kids recolor, where he is even in better colours than this. I think he's in like all silver chrome, with like grey plastic and black plastic. But it just looks phenomenal. I mean, this guy's great, but that one just looks really sexy. It is just, I can't say how much I love it. Anyway, yeah, so if you haven't guessed, I actually really like this figure. Anyway, right, so let's take him to his alt mode. And his alt mode, as silly as it sounds, turning him into a motorbike, actually works. Now, you do have to do this a certain way. I was doing it earlier just now, and I did do it wrong. Anyway, right, so you flip out the abdomen bit like that. It does extend there. And then we just rotate it down. And then you just flip out the little wheel at the front, like so, and then we've got a motorbike. Now, he does roll exceedingly well. You're supposed to put these legs at silly angles. You can put them wherever you want. I actually just keep them down to the side, so you can sort of balance him in this mode. And he's fine. I mean, I haven't got a problem with that. This is one of the alt modes that does work, because obviously he's a slow-moving spider and everything. And then this gave him range. You know, like on the TV show, you could get places easily on his own. So it's pretty damn good. I liked it. And as you can see in there, I don't know if it's going to pick it out too well. is his hidden energon chip, revealing his true allegiance, or so it says so in the instructions. Yeah, you just cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong with this. Right, so let's take him to robot mode, and that is a good mode. I really like it. Right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to just separate his legs. So get rid of that. We'll come back to that. Then we are going to rotate this assembly up with the legs on. Get these up and out of the way. Then we're going to try and split this, what is the back wheel. It does come apart somehow. It's always hard remembering exactly where it splits. And then we're just going to rotate those out to the side. Then we're just going to start moving bits around. These do rotate 180 at the knee joints. Then we're going to flip his feet down. And that gives us his feet. Then we're going to rotate this down. That fits, thus rotates 180 there and fits in there. Then we're going to come to this section, rotate this little orange, what is that, orange chrome? It is really like gold, isn't it? Gold, isn't it? Don't know what I'm thinking there. And then we just rotate the arms out. And then we're going to come back to them. And they actually have an extra rotational joint just in there, so you can do some of the other transformation in a second. And believe it or not, we're almost there. That flips down, clicks into place. There's his robot head. And that is a cool robot head. Maybe not the best, but it's certainly a cool one. And then we're going to take these giant shoulder pads, just straighten them out. And these just rotate up into place, like so, without flipping the head away, because that is a nightmare to try and get out. Rotate this up, then rotate the arms. If I can do it, it's a bit hard. I actually find the only annoying bit is these on the thing, because on the cartoon they were sort of like mainly high shoulder pads, but these really do end up just rotating at the front. Slightly annoying, but once you get him there, he's all right. And then you can just sort of like angle these legs wherever you want that you think makes him look good. I do try and give him a uniform. Hello, what's happened to his legs? A uniformly look, sort of. But it doesn't work out too well sometimes. You've got to spend a bit of time getting them in that position. Now, it is pretty cool. You can give him this weapon, and it is like a saw weapon, gun. I've seen him in the cartoon use it as both. And I just wish that these they could have done something with, because they would look so much better perched higher up. You know, you can use the arms to prop them up a little bit, and on the TV show, obviously, use them as machine guns. Anyway, yeah, so that it's just a bit annoying. I mean, I don't think there's another way you could have put them around. I mean, if I'd have turned them around, no, I don't think so. Not really. No. Anyway, right. But nonetheless, it is a fantastic robot mode if you can just ignore them, really. And they do point forward, so it ain't too bad. But he is just a glorious robot mode, and he does stand up. He's got great feet, so he's got great balance, even with that giant backpack. One of the best transmetals that you can actually find. Yeah, what else to say about this figure other than he's great, and if you haven't got him and you're into Beast Wars, then he's definitely a must-have. I really, really like him. I did see the recolour, like the grey silvery one, on eBay Go the other day for just over £100. What was it, about $140, give or take? So it's quite expensive, and I think if you want to find a decent version of this, it actually can be quite pricey. But it is well worth it. Anyway, right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.